Okay, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go react to T1 winning in the semifinals. Just gonna load that up right now.
Travel sites raise the prices when you return to book.
We're gonna let those ads play forward. Once we do set it up.
As well as the Viego for Kanavi.
So the Renekton does make a lot of sense in terms of being a safe blind. There aren't many things that Zeus could pick that would give him a winning matchup, but he doesn't need a winning matchup. We know how versatile of a player he is, and Carrier's just flexing through all the different champions that he could pick as an option.
I actually loved the hover of the Gangplank the most because it gives him another global to work with. And I have confidence in Zeus as far as the carry play. Yeah, even though that was just a hover early, that is my preferred matchup into Renekton. Have confidence in Zeus to avoid letting 369 stack a big enough wave to dive him on. 369 is a solo kill specialist. As we said coming into this game, he has the highest solo kills of anyone in the tournament at 7. Now though, against Zeus, can you do it? Gangplank, if you stack a wave versus him, maybe they could bring Kanavi and go for the kill, but you're gonna have to coordinate.
The thing that I love about T1's approach to the draft in this series is they recognize, as the world does, that JDG have gotten this far because of their team.
Okay, I think I like T1's team comp here.
The map is what makes them world class. So T1 said, you know what? How do you fare in 1v1, 2v2, and side lanes? And this is an area where JDG have not consistently been tested, whereas T1 is more than happy to play that style. With Zeus and Faker playing at their prime, it is an advantage that JDG just don't seem to have a reliable answer for.
It's globals, globals, globals for T1.
Yes, sir.
And first pick, Lucianami bottom lane. The core of it all. Guma and Keria, top 2 KDA players coming into this series, and they are proving worth the investment.
We'll see how many more games T1 can pick up. Game 1 was incredibly close. Game 2, pretty close as well, but T1 closed it out with a lot of swagger at the end. And now we get to see it all again. Certainly Gangplank, a bit fewer tools than Yone in super outplaying a 1v3, but I want to see it all the same. We know Zeus is an incredible player. Owner, we'll see how much he's able to play around the Renekton. The gank power not huge up there, but I want to know what he does other than rush level 6.
And Zeus has started with Corrupting Potion here for himself on the Gangplank, so you can be very, very aggressive in early lane phase, spamming out your Qs with your Corrupting Potion ticking to get a lot of strong trades, but the real crux will be, can he get enough money for his Sheen back with that investment?
Well, Prime Gaming is giving away 150,000 RP to several lucky fans every single day of Worlds. Head over to PrimeGamingWorlds22.com to enter and make sure to put in today's secret code to get bonus entries.
Run from it.
So I was actually working
the TSM chants have made their way
in every city, which I am very happy about.
But I saw T1 lost the first game.
It is so
that's okay.
much fun to be back here casting in front of a 20,000 person arena. Do you want to sound like 20,000 people right now?
It's actually hype.
He is electric here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see if we can keep that energy up as we move into game 3. So we're looking at the early game, the early pathing. Owner gonna start on the Raptors. Nocturne's early clear through these multiple mob camps is very fast, very efficient, and he's likely gonna convert that into the reds, and then perhaps do a full clear topside or path towards his bot.
Yeah, definitely expect a full clear from him. Should be noted that during 369, base tanking, the barrel tri-brush play here from Zeus, he was able to get his ward there down onto the Krugs, so they'll have that timer on the Nocturne full clear.
I've been playing
and it is also worth noting, you don't just go from Raptors to red for your full clear for Nocturne. He's trying to get all these smaller camps down and respawning quicker by going to Krugs first, then picking up red buff.
It's a hyper-efficient path, right? Because as you rightly said, it gets those respawn timers going much quicker, but also what's crucial is he's doing a full clear from topside into the bot lane. The person we also have to keep our eyes on is Kanavi. Often what he's done is full clear on one side of the map into a mid lane gank. We've seen that 2 times in a row, and we've seen Faker burn some type of summoner, whether it be Ghost or Flash, or basically pressure being put onto Faker in mid lane. This ward, though, that you just highlighted from Kobe, covers for that.
But one of the things I hate when I play ranked League of Legends is when people go corruption biscuits. But I feel like if you're at Worlds and you're a mid laner, or even if you're like
rush down to his bottom side now, gets his own blue buff at level 3.
any champ, I feel like
path back up,
corruption
he goes long turn.
biscuits is like the
Makes
safest
like he's
thing
putting
to
a
do.
ward down. Looks like he actually doesn't go for it, but makes the move to say, I've warded the invade, you know. Actually finally does put it down, so we'll see if Nocturne comes through, or if he goes for a gank through. Obviously he wants to go behind. It's hard to gank Azir from the front. And it's far enough back that the controller doesn't see it. Actually pretty important to get the positioning right away from a control ward. Kanavi has skipped one camp and is up top side.
This is what I was talking about for playing against Gangplank. Stack a wave and go for the dive early. That's your opening.
Here we go.
Maybe I'll
Wants
get
to
Luke's
find
in
this
here
one at the
later,
right
so we can
time.
talk about the
Lets
top
the W
lane.
go down, puts all the attacks down at one time. Zeus just gonna let him drop the aggro, but the health bar's down to 100. He can't clear his wave very fast. The turret's been reset. Second stun comes across. First blood claim. Kanavi will have the flash to drop aggro.
They did it. They execute on the stack, wave, and dive versus Gangplank. The classic for Renekton matchup here into it. I will say as well, for that early W, Kanavi was trying to predict the flash. Even though it looks kind of weird there, Zeus holds onto his flash. He saves the summoner spell, still goes down, and is able to teleport right back, so at least he doesn't lose that many minions.
And crucially, he got 11 CS and Futures Market, meaning he could afford Sheen on the recall.
Yeah.
That is so important as the Gangplank, and he has the item he needs to play his lane out.
That was our exact question for him.
Yeah.
So big stuff there, even though going down. So JDG with that first blood money, repeat from Kanavi as the wave has bounced back.
And Nocturne's here. Now Renekton, I mean, it's pickaxe versus Sheen. They're actually both relatively powerful here. Gets away from the barrels, gets the passive back, and the bait, the trap has been set. Zeus gonna be hit.
Shoot!
The Origin stays up for now. Oder wants a bit more, but he's waiting out. Belgian, it's nothing. The
I think they
flash
lose
in.
that.
Zeus, the flash follow. It's a 1-for-1, but can Renekton win against Nocturne? The big stop.
Oh no!
3-6-9 is good for a 3-1 scoreline. And there's no teleport on Zeus. Look at this minion wave. 3-6-9. He's so satisfied. Can keep the minion wave there. Zeus is going to have to walk all the way back. Here it is. Kanavi. Such a big brain counter gank here. And then when Owner and Zeus try and flash forward to finish off the kill on him, they get the answer, and 3-6-9 can finish off the second kill as well with all the rage he had stacked up on the Renekton.
The initial problem with that play for 369 was that his abilities were on cooldown. Just before that play happened, he invested everything onto getting a short trade against Zeus, which made it awkward. So Kanavi getting that initial exchange onto Zeus was really smart because it just bought 369 that extra bit of time. But it also gave the JDG top jungle an opportunity to get revenge after they got hard outplayed last
I
game.
feel like Nocturne doesn't even fit in this team.
What's the stun gonna look like is the question. Nocturne's nearby. Conqueror is stacked up. Oh no, Owner's here. Just kidding. We got our own jungler. The fearless.
Oh shoot.
Kanavi's gonna get
that's
one.
over.
And it's time
I don't even know
to
what
be
to keep getting
afraid.
top.
And the bot side, it's Hope extinguishing it from T1. Gets the root. The flash
my
from Faker.
goodness.
Missing.
Oh my
Hit with the
goodness.
bubble. Carrion doesn't.
Oh my
and Faker
goodness.
gonna try to find the rest. Missing.
Oh,
Iato gets a
no.
single. It's 2 for 2 as Faker
That's
cleans
cool.
it up.
That's cool.
Oh my god, more action!
Oh my goodness.
He missed the ulti. Zeus sidesteps it and turns one back.
11 kills, 6 minutes into the game. We promised you a bloodbath, and in the arena, both teams are delivering.
Inject 5 games of this right into my veins. My goodness, they are so aggressive going for that dive. Kanavi here right into the face of Zeus, and he stands tall. Q right in front of him, gets the kill, plus gets
Look
that
at
minion
Faker,
wave.
man.
That was so critical. You know what Kanavi was
Nice level
thinking? He was
game.
thinking, if I could kill him here, this Gangplank is out of the game. Losing another giant stacked wave would be just devastating, and yet he pulls it out. Both dives. Let's take a look at back at the beginning before all the craziness.
So 369, he gets level 6 and he's committed to getting this kill. Doesn't quite have the stun up yet, not sure where that was available, but you're gonna see him use it just now as the Nocturne spell shield gets broken by the Q into the stun. But it's enough damage for Kanavi to get that conversion and then go for a commitment onto Zeus. He's so low in the top lane. Oh,
the
but then
orange.
heal, and he realizes Kanavi, if he stays underneath the tower, it's gonna be a 1-for-1. We didn't get to see the 2v2 kill in bot lane
Owner
as we get
6.
back into action.
Both Jungles have ultis, but there's no fight to be had. The CC not really there to be landed. Of course, missing without much available on his kit. Ulti not there just yet. Barely level 5 for Carrier, so far from Tidal Wave. Just gonna be there to clear out the wave and let it shove in.
So we can see once again Kanavi covering for his laners. This is something that he's consistently done throughout the series to make sure that they can get this push underneath the tower to either allow him to invade, get deep vision, or to allow the laners to reset and spend that gold. Right now they're contesting that bot side River Vision. He will be able to secure that crab. T1 will just be forced to watch.
Now, as we move forward, what is this bottom lane going to mean?
It means Nocturne is in the lane.
You know what's so crazy though? Usually you build press the attack on Lucian, but
to kill him out of the turret.
Exactly, we can't even get our
yeah, I
words
feel
out.
like press attack is
It's
lackluster.
so action-packed here. T1 strategy though, remember all the globals drafted to play around this bottom lane. The first pick, Lucian Nami, rewarded again. This is now a 2-kill Faker Rise in mid lane that can roam down there, plus the Nocturne ultimate just used by Owner will secure not only turret plates for Guma and Keria, but also the dragon stacking starts now.
And I think that that was really crucial for T1 because dying in the 2 versus 2 from JDG was not a great position for the Lucian Nami to be in. We've seen Gumayushi do this before, but he's able to bounce back as he demonstrated last game. But the fact that Faker and Owner can consistently roam towards the bot side of the map and just make sure that T1's duo stays ahead is something that Yagao just can't match on the Azir.
Exactly. No lane is safe now. T1, with their draft, investing so heavily into globals. Zeus is going to be pushed off a little bit more of this top lane presence.
And just getting off the XP, but the same thing, of course, was happening to the JDG bottom side. Faker goes back to mid to play his own wave. And Kanavi just going to take away the Krugs. As you can see, 369 gets his second plate, and the Q is going to land at the right time. Kanavi autos it a bit too early, gets it low, and Parlay takes the lion's share of the XP away from Kanavi. The gold, though, still mostly on the small ones. But now this turret
Yo, what's up, guys? If you guys are in the stream, just let me know.
They can lane swap,
Send me a message.
Top side and summon the Herald for him.
I'm repping T1 right now.
Why Zeus is so hyped up as this young top lane prodigy. Not just because of the pop-off moments, because of the big carry games, but also his ability to play on the weak side here, giving up the extra wave, still staying calm, going in, last hitting with the Q on the attempted jungle, counter jungle there as well for himself. And even though he's significantly behind in CS with all the top lane focus, his ult is ready and enables T1 to make that cross-map play now.
Certainly is. We'll see where he chooses to invest it. Right now,
I'm gonna wait until Ellis reacts to it.
Keria in the first
what I
2
usually do.
games went deathless. So far in this game, he was killed, but by missing, which is quite ironic that the only person that can kill him before 15 minutes is another support. But T1 dead even right now with JDG with a slight gold lead.
I don't even know who
They have to be
JDG
careful,
is.
though. The ultimate is available for Yagao. He chooses not to commit those. They don't know it, but they're wary of Owner and his ability to very quickly join the fight.
Yeah, they're just itching to use this global composition. Gangplank ultimate ready, Nocturne ultimate ready, Faker as well afterwards with the Realm Warp. If they first get the kill, then he can Realm Warp the minions forward to help push on towers, and they're going now.
Big damage down to the turret, down to 2 plates itself, as Pope will be able to clear the wave out, but it forces that TP from Yagao, and it means T1 gets to push down mid lane first. Maybe Faker can come out of plate down to this mid lane.
Much like last game, T1 with all the advantages in the questions that they can pose to JDG. Hey, what will you do if we force on bottom lane? Well, you have to teleport. Now you've got this giant long cooldown. You can't get right back to mid. They just push the mid lane in. They will take the teleport cooldown advantage and not force the dive there. Just use the cooldowns elsewhere.
I like the way that you described that. It's T1, oh, hang on, ult.
Nocturne is here, waits for the double dash, flashes on both of them. Is it going to be able to Gangplank ulti? 369 runs away, flash for flash, 2 for 1 on ultimates. 369 barely lives, has his own TP to get back to lane.
The play was great from Owner. You flash commit to make sure that the tether stays in range of the champion you're looking to fear. Unfortunately, Zeus just couldn't quite get in range to deal that extra bit of damage to get the kill.
Big heal, actually 140 back on that one. Kanavi getting a bit low, but he's not in range of hard CC, and helps the wave get cleared. Gets his own fast recall because of the Herald and inventory, but timer down below 1 minute. Has to make his way to a lane soon.
I want to point out how far forward all these lanes are for T1. Look at this, the tenacious fighting. Bottom lane shoving up in the 2v2. Top lane constantly being matched by Owner in the 2v2. Faker as well. Mid lane. They are not letting JDG move onto this map.
T1, they know how to play the early game with high aggression. This is a team that throughout the year has been known for their incredibly dominant early game. And I think that they've demonstrated at this World Championship that they know how to transition that lead into quick wins. Most of their games, sub 30 minutes. This is a team that dominates with the early lead, but JDG, they're used to aggression, okay? They're from the LPL, the homeland of
from the
aggressive
LPL?
tendencies in the early game, and they are accustomed
The only
to
team in
weathering
the
out
LPL I
storms.
like
The
is
question is, can they
Storm
get the
Beast
fights
team.
that they're looking for?
And especially in that aggressive homeland, there
I
are the
wish Storm
Kings
Beast
are
was at
coming
Worlds.
back. So it keeps
But
it
I
exciting
heard, like,
here. We'll see if they're able to fight their way out of it.
He has
this
like a
time.
condition.
Well, the money of the turret does go to 369. Gore Drinker now done. As he, of course, tries to stack his armor against Triple AD, holding the front line with his Gore Drinker. Has a gold lead, but obviously the scaling so much better on the gangplank area. Looking for any wards that could be put down or swept away. The red buff will be claimed.
I think possibly the biggest difference too in this game is that this is a game where T1 are going to be the early Dragon stacking team. So Dragon arriving very shortly here. No teleport on Zeus or ultimate from the Gangplank. This is the one that gets a little bit dicey on the timing windows. Of course, your Gangplank ultimate cooldown comes up really quickly. So as long as it doesn't happen right now.
Yeah, ult for ult, 369 takes the fight. The Barrel's gonna get hit, though, which means the slow is there. The passive reset, and Zeus wants to be the king of top lane. Barrels it down for a bit, though, gets his passive back. Flashes
Why would he
in.
flash in? Oh!
Flashes to deliver 300 gold.
That's
And we
crazy.
got more, though. The fight isn't done. Tidewave coming across the bottom side. The knockup's gonna land. Lulu buys him some time. Just barely does JD live.
This is the battle of top laners we wanted to see. 369 struck first, Zeus bounced back in game 2, and we saw the isolated 1v1 matchup. It was close, but Zeus oversteps, and 369
Multi.
comes out on top.
They have them both right now. They can both show up for this one. Can he ult over the wall? Kanavi is going to burn that one. Flashes first. Nami's there.
Oh
And a
my
kill
goodness.
comes across.
No,
Faker's
no,
on a
no.
killing
T1's
spree,
winning this one.
Missing flashes for his life.
If T1
They
loses,
got the early roam, so they can fully commit. Even with Yagao coming
Right
to
down
try
a
and close
penalty
the gap here,
that I can do.
T1 getting the early kill onto Kanavi means they will get priority on Dragon. They will get the objective despite Zeus.
Good trade there from Faker. But wow, I mean, every time we see one advantage gained somewhere, the other team gains an advantage elsewhere on the map. And it was just really good awareness from T1 to commit to that bot side of the map play. They're able to collapse much faster compared to JDG, largely because of this Z in the mid lane, and Faker on the rise once again is first to the play. But let's look back at this 1v1.
So Zeus feeling pretty confident with his Trinity Force, but I want on live, I was looking at the cooldown for his ultimate. It was only a few more seconds afterwards. And you can see here he has the option with extra distance, but he flashes in instead.
I feel like
without waiting
Renekton
for the-
beats
for the
Gangplank though.
ultimate, and 369 just rips him a new one. This is 369 Renekton, okay? Known for it. And he gets the last lap. Rift Trail coming up very quickly.
Now T1 wins here if they have all
Smiteable,
ults.
who's going to claim it? It was on
No,
number
they
4
don't
this
have
time around. It
all
does go to JDG.
Oh,
Kanabe
no.
gets the eye. 2 Drakes to 0. Gold actually 1,000 in T1's favor as well. The top scoreboard says T1 are winning game 3.
I believe
Now
it's
just
way
farming so
easier
far.
to
It's
pull
not
off
found his way into any meaningful
JDG's
team
comp.
fights. See if the Herald charged him in a bit more. It is 1-1 in turrets. Plates were close earlier. 369 able to hold the front line decently well. But it is Seal to come back on in. Has his flash soon. Ulti's up now. Good time to find a target. Guma has his cleanse. Of course, Zeus has oranges. Everyone else is the target.
So the awkward thing for T1 right now is their waves aren't in a great spot. If you look top, you can see that with no tower, Zeus' wave will force him to overextend. He is going to go answer it now as going to use She. Will be forced to dash out, but the bot lane in the same vein, Faker can't really be sent to that bot lane, which means that JDG could just force this skirmish in the mid lane. There was room there for JDG to actually commit onto that tower, maybe even force a fight. They decide, you know what, now that Zeus has pushed out that top wave, we'll go and catch it, and we'll look to reset.
Yeah, T1 looked to get some breathing room. They sent Faker down to bottom side, which is the only lane where they had already taken the outer tower. So Faker trying to push on bottom, get the minions up to the secondary tower, while the rest of the 4 squad here puts pressure on mid.
The waves have cleared away. JDG obviously pretty good scaling on the Aphelios down here, but Guma has always put out so much damage in these fights, moving towards his own rapid fire cannon later on. Missing gets his Shurelya's done. JDG ever confident in the movement speed. We get 3 games in a row of Cloud Rift. Let's hear it for Cloud Dragon, baby. Yeah, it's the best one. My pick'ems are thankful, I will say.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it actually has been.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
Cloud is
that's
the worst
I've
soul.
been very keen on that one because Cloud Drake was the least killed Drake coming into this series. Oh, that's a big combo coming off, but Guma's not going to die to it.
Bit of damage will at the very least delay Guma's
You know what's crazy?
back.
You know what a lot of
The
people
Herald
won't
now
admit?
dropped mid, opening this up, gives JDG a lot more
It's
control
actually
and
good
makes it easier to
if you
push
pick
into the
Annie
enemy
in
jungle.
Worlds.
They've got a ward on him. 369 is seen.
Here comes Tidal Wave. Here's the rest of it. Flashing on enemies. Nocturne is left alone in the back line. Gonna stay alive. The scoop coming across.
Oh, no.
And it's two. A flash away from Carrier. Somehow Owner is still not dead. Kanavi dives in.
Faker.
And the dive under the tower. 369
Faker.
gets one. But it's a one-way trip. Faker takes him out.
Yeah, that's a dive under tower, all right. 369 wanted another solo bolo on the Zeus, and he does get it, but at the cost of his own life. And it means JDG can't then finish out the tower after that little scrap. Nice little opening from Yagao, though, as you saw the angle.
Faker's
Sweeps
4-0,
in,
man.
Gets the knockback for the extra kill.
Faker holds the line though, 4-0-0 now on the rise. He's just been picking up kill after kill, and he was the benefactor of 369's aggression. I believe he also
Faker
picked
would
up
have bought
a
a
shutdown as well.
Dark Shield
So
by
this
now.
mid laner will only continue to get stronger, but let's have a look here. The Herald gets dropped down. Kuma gets stunned up.
Wait,
The
Ryze is
ultimate
gonna be
to
super
disengage
OP
from JDG
the next
diving
season
into the
because
tower.
Rod of
There's a
Ages is
follow-up
coming back.
onto Owners engage. Then the
Me and
ultimate
Luke's
from
reacted
Yagao is
to
good.
it.
Lands
I'm
onto
gonna
two
edit
members
it
of
for you
T1.
guys
They're
so you can
forced to
see that.
flash out. Meanwhile, on the back line, 369 is able to get the kill onto Zeus. But look at Faker locking up Zeus underneath the towers. Means that those stacking
man.
tower shots will hand the kill over to him. Shut down. Seems that I was incorrect in that statement, but regardless, it ends up being 1 for 2 overall, but the tower still stays strong, and T1 hold on to the gold lead.
Once again, into Black Cleaver 369. He gets the build path there. Colt nearly done. So again, building for aggressive, as much damage as possible here. As we get, looks like Blade of the Ruin King on the way for Kanavi. So 2 damage items here on the Viego. The advanced plate can often be pretty common. Yeah, the double recurve build a bit much. Double click him how one, but not going to be a problem
what's
here.
crazy?
Red going to be claimed for
This
an
is the
invade.
first team that
Kamiushi, the
Faker
rest of
didn't have to
T1,
carry.
ensuring the bottom jungle belongs to them.
And they want to keep
When
up
you used
this
to watch
dragon
T1, if
stacking.
Faker dies, the
Zeus
whole
right
team
now,
sucks.
no ultimate again, as it's ticking down with him pushing on top side. Moments before the Drake, if you can get a teleport from Gangplank early on and set up your barrels through some of these brush in the fog of war, that can lead to some big explosions. But they're actually valuing just walking Zeus down now.
Walking down the river, 12 seconds till it spawns. JDG are the ones who own the path down. Kanavi aggressively looks for any wards, doesn't see any. One gets put down, put out as well. Guma forcing a Shirelli is out. 369 cannot find his target. Locked in place, needs to ult to stay alive, but he's feared, and he's fallen.
That's game.
Nocturne goes
That's
for
game.
2. Hope drops.
That's game, bro.
Flash away from missing, but Faker won't, and he's unstoppable.
You know what's so crazy? Right here. This is what happened.
And he's cannot find his
This is what happened.
Put down, put out as well.
He went in, and no one followed.
Forcing a
Right there. How are they supposed to follow that up?
Shirelli is out.
That was mispositioning, man.
The ult's too early. He needs some soldiers back. He finds the army and 1,000
Oh
gold.
shit. What happened there?
You can't touch Gumayushi. His confidence is insane right in front of 369. Baits him in. Faker's not done. He dodges the stun.
Really beautiful stuff right now. Gonna try to stack
You know why
the
Faker
conquer,
entered
gonna
there?
find the kill.
It's because he
With
wanted to
help
reset
from
his
mid laner,
gold,
Azonia's buys some
and he
time,
wanted to
but
give
they should
the
kill.
enemy a
The
chance
ult's too
to
early.
fight.
He needs some soldiers back.
That's why he died there.
One dance around him, dance around JDG, and secure themselves the first Baron of Game 3.
I love this play from Gumayushi. He is so confident right now, playing in the face of these melee champions, baiting them in, daring them to try and touch him. Stays just out of arm's length there, and he won. Well, can he get away
It's
with
such a
it,
different
though?
game
Yeah,
than
still
how it
has
used to be
Glenn's
played.
and Flash was not even remotely close to dying. And though a turret falls, T1, 1350 on the Red Bull Baron power play. Yes, they dropped the Cloud Drake, just means more can be killed. I know, it's positive, honestly, as we crest into 2 and 3 items. Chainsword on the way now for the top laner.
Look at this. He dashes in
Yeah, that was wonderful.
with the ultimate to get some damage here, and then allowing 369 dash forward. He just kites him into the
369,
Nami. Carrier gets the double knockup.
Yeah.
Ulti into bubble, right into T1's hands.
Carrier playing these fights beautifully throughout this series.
Yeah.
The chain CC,
I feel like-
nothing that Renekton
I
can
feel like
do,
you should
and
just ban
this
Lucian,
is just
man.
one of the problems with Renekton.
Because if you
He
ban
doesn't
Lucian,
have easy
Nami's
access
not gonna
onto the
get picked
backline
either.
Unless he's finding a good flank. See the smiles on the T1 faces and the frustrations on the side of JDG.
Yeah, I'd
After
be
losing
stressing
that
right now,
Baron,
bro.
this game now becomes harder to win as Gumayushi once again goes in.
Chunks hope to have
that's
Tidal
game, that's
Wave
game,
for a
that's
lot of
game.
time. Getting away from the fear, but Nocturne
that's
dives
game, bro.
more.
That's
Owner's gonna
game,
get
man.
one and stay alive. Gumayushi is at 1 hit. Yagao kills him. Owner could go for a bit more. Big damage out of Zeus. Finds one. Owner may go too far. He will chuck 2 up, and he drops. In the top side, though, a solo kill. 369 once again rolls the dice and takes down Faker, not even burning a
TP
flash.
into the mid lane. He's looking for the collapse. 369.
Flash up in 5 seconds, could find a good target. Keria has nowhere to go, doesn't have his own flash, doesn't have a good way out. Shirelli has to get his target into range. I don't know if he can get the blast plant in time. Nicely done by missing. 369 finds the kill. JDG lose 2, but they kill
I think if
4.
That's right, 4 dead on the side of T1.
I don't know what my name would be
not
if I was
expecting
in
the fight to turn
if I was
that
an
way.
LCS
T1
player.
felt like they had such firm control over the game, and then just like that, after a bit of aggression from Guma, JDG turned it around.
999, baby. He gets another solo
But I don't
bolo.
understand why,
Off-screen, count it,
no one
teleports
runs,
in,
zombie
gets
ward
another kill, trapping
in,
Keria here, and more
in Worlds.
money for
No one runs zombie
JDG
ward.
to mount their comeback. Remember that after the last team fight, JDG still got the dragon. They got that objective, so they also stalled T1's objective stacking here. Another bait attempt here from Gumayushi as they get the counter onto Kanavi, and is the ultimate commitment there.
If you're just joining the
from
stream,
Nocturne.
let me
Meanwhile,
know you're
here's
in the
our solo
chat.
we're
Send me a
looking for.
message.
Faker just trying to kite away from the Renekton, has the ultimate to try and escape, but the stun then comes through from 369
Yeah, that's
to mitigate
tough.
that.
That's
Faker
tough.
doesn't have flash available to get away, realizes he can't do anything in the 1v1, and then the TP from 369
I feel like even if you're
catches
Faker,
T1 completely unawares.
I think you should
Zeus
never
and
take
Keria
that matchup.
split apart because they realize that they can't
Because you
plan
can
ahead
just-
in this fight. The Shirelius from Missing
can
help
easily just close the gap.
Missing landing an auto attack on the blast pan to deliver the fish to the hungry crocodile.
And you can tell the bloodlust is getting to these players with the high pace of this action. Earlier, Owner with the tower dive
Oh, shit.
on that
You know what I'm gonna do?
Nocturne with the rest
I'm
of
gonna
his
go
team
into the
just
Discord,
a little bit too
if I
far
can get
away
someone
by
onto the
by
line.
the mid tower, goes down and sets up for that play.
Across the map, though. 369 and Kanavi,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Scryer's bloom there by Faker. Spots
See if we
going
can
on.
get
The rest
someone
of the
onto
team
the line.
already took down the bottom jungle. They're taking down the bottom tier 2
Someone
turret
can join
as
me
well.
for the
4
stream.
men strong.
If you're in the
They shut this
SOMA
one out. Mid
Discord,
layout turret drops though as
join me
well.
in the stream.
And
If
as
you want to
Gangplank
get into
ult was
the,
required to clear out top lane,
you want to
they're
co-stream
still
with me,
going for more. Keep in mind, this
search
is
on our
4
other
pushing the
videos.
bottom side.
There should be a
2
stream
turrets
link
taken.
there.
JDG sent most of the team back to defend, but the inhibitor is already gone.
Really good response once again from T1.
I feel like
We
Renekton should stay
complimented
top.
their ability to play through the
Yeah,
side
take
lanes
the
in
tower.
game 2. They're demonstrating it here in game 3.
Beautiful.
Kanavi. I'm not going to say that he baited
Yeah.
out the ultimate, but that's what ended up happening. Doesn't get caught
I don't
off
think
guard.
that-
Yeah.
T1 though in the barrage. Kanavi
They're gonna
makes it.
find him. He doesn't get the ulti out.
Oh,
He
shoot.
disguised. He
Yeah,
could have
Kobo.
ulted. He just gets killed. And that is the jungler down. T1 with 40 seconds till this Drake comes up. About the same time they find the rest. 369 gonna take his fight against Faker. Will it be
Yeah,
enough?
you're done.
Does he win round 2? He's ignited. He's ever. Held left wins the one-on-one.
That's Faker, man.
Now he's got more enemies coming after him, though. He's going
Why
for the
Lulu
sneaky
ult?
recall.
Why Lulu
Out of
ult?
vision.
They know he's on the left-hand side, missing. Will not spot him go into the brush. They see. You can see
Oh
it.
my
You
goodness.
can see it. It was in vision. They don't walk over to the wrong ward.
Faker with the okie doke, complete jukes right here. You can't see me.
That ward's just outside the bush above the 2 players. It actually didn't go in the bush, so they didn't see Faker, so the polymorph couldn't actually come down. Faker gets away on the skin of his teeth, and he walks away the victor.
This is why Faker is still on the lineup. With all of these young prodigies being
Yeah,
built
bro.
up by T1, he's still the GOAT.
I feel like when
T1
Faker
will
leaves,
use that commitment topside
League of
as well
Legends, it's
to
not
be able
gonna
to
be the
pick
same
up
anymore.
Dragon number 3.
One away from the soul. T1 have a 4,000 gold lead, a 2 Drake lead, an inhibitor lead, and a Faker lead here in game 3. They'll drop a scuttle. It's not nearly as important as having the best player of all time on your roster. JDG will walk the reward on the way over.
You know what?
And out goes Kanavi.
They should put
All right, now we
Renekton
have
in
to
the
turn our
bot
eyes towards
lane.
this Baron, and now
Have
it's
him
gonna be
push
T1
to the
collapse,
turret.
moving up through the river. Teleport is ready for Yagao, I believe.
But
Oh,
look at
this is
how
game.
T1 are just
This is game.
shepherding JDG into this half of the map. 369 and Kanavi are looking for a pick onto Faker, but he's going to respect it. They have the push in mid. Yagao's forced to go back and answer it. Now they're looking for Faker,
he's
though.
dead, he's
Gonna
dead.
find the ulti onto him. This time he's got no escape tools. Azonius buys time.
Oh, no.
One for nothing. And it's time to possess
That's
the
game.
rise,
They
but he's
kill
gonna drop
everybody.
too quickly. 369 does what he can. They find the second kill. Over the wall they go. Yagao wants owner. Scoops him in. Finds the kill. Safe so far. Missing gets shot down. Oh, fires. But Gumayushi takes down 2. Keria
Oh my
left alone.
goodness.
And he's gonna be left to his own devices now. Guma has to retreat. does not have the health to play it out.
When the going gets tough, it's the bot
I don't know why
lane
you
of
flashed
T1
there.
that come
You
up
shouldn't have
clutch.
flashed there.
This bot lane cannot afford to be underestimated. And Guma Yushi with a phenomenal Lucian performance.
shit.
Carrier is just wasting their time, buying time for the T1 members to respawn. He will lose his life, but it does not matter.
No, I feel
What
like
was
you
an
don't think there.
incredible team
I
fight
don't.
from
I feel like you
JDG.
don't flash there,
And
bro.
the base is still being attacked. He can't kill him, but he's stopping the recalls. They are losing Nexus turrets right now. At least Ganavi respawns the time. They don't lose too much. He'll get most of the farm. But Gumino's
But the
safe
Baron,
up here.
they have how many TVs? They have both TVs up and available. They're just pinging it right now. The question mark pings are coming out from JDG. Is this something that you're trying to force?
You don't Baron here. You don't Baron here.
Yes, they are.
You don't Baron
Everyone.
here.
369 sees
You're
it
an
though.
idiot if you Baron
Takes a
here.
chunk. He's got Yakao nearby. Ulti's up in 15 seconds, and the no Baron's being attacked. But this isn't going to be enough. That everyone got into the pit. Owner could obviously blast plant back in, but honestly, JDG weather the storm. Bot lane inhibitor respawning before
Lucian
too
needs to
long.
buy
There are
thing,
still
man. He needs to
super
buy
waves
life
coming
steal.
in. They can collect some of the farm, and 369 can always TP back.
What a clutch play there from JDG to actually pick Faker off, knowing he did not have the flash available this time around, could not delay as he did in the last time. And they get him, and they get enough of a health lead in that skirmish as well, so that T1, even with the AoE from the gangplank coming in, they still lose an extra person on the play. Wards being put right back up around that Baron. They know they can't let it out of their eyesight for a second.
Look at the goal difference between the
Oh, that's
carries.
fights early.
Oh, he has zombie
Smite
ward.
will come through for Onat.
Yeah, bro.
Making sure that T1 have control around this objective.
But I feel like the
AD
support
carry
should get
difference is so
zombie
stark
ward.
right now.
If anything.
4 items completed for Gumayushi, along with the Dirk, means that he is. I mean, he was the carry last game. He's been a huge carry for T1 throughout this World Championship, and he is a massive threat that JDG need to find a way to shut down.
Faker almost at death cap as well, looking at inventories here. Could have a big power spike, and with inhibitor on bottom side, respawning fairly soon, they can still revert to split pushing with their global advantage.
The Baron is going to be started off by T1. Once again, JDG must answer the call. They must walk into.
Doing without Guma. They're letting him show on the waves that they don't know it's dying so quickly, but Baron's
Oh,
gonna
he's dead,
drop
he's
here.
dead.
Looking for the stun, not gonna find it. Nocturne turns off the lights, and that's
Oh,
Baron
this is
Flame.
game. This is
Near the
game.
kill. It's an ult to safety for Kanavi. Cannot be in this fight. Oh, he's
dead.
gonna die. He's gonna get shut down. Ward back
You're
in the jungle,
inting.
takes down the
You're
ADD
inting.
jungler. They're not done yet. Faker flashes in. Gets the root, gets a bunch of damage. They turn back, he burns a stopwatch, and that's
Go
gonna be
in!
The barrel hits two. 369 does what he can, but he's got no team.
Oh, no. Why would he even Zanya's there? Oh, that's game. Bro, I'm telling you, man. T1's gonna win the finals, man.
Million gigantic barrels. Faker makes the shot call, gets him in and out of the pit, and T1 are going for the base.
T1 will wipe JDG.
Why didn't they
off
just
the
tank the
map.
first
What
turret?
an incredible team fight led by Gumayushi. The man has
Exactly,
come
they
up
should've
clutch
just tanked the
once
first
again.
turret.
He shuts down the core carry of JDG, and they will shut down JDG in game 2.
Gumayushi may have died, but he kills a hell of a lot
that's game,
more. The Nexus turrets fall.
There's no way you
Kanavi's
can't do
left
anything,
alone
man.
to
You pick
watch.
Diego, man.
Once again, his kingdom fall to ruin. T1, 2-1.
Hey guys, we're gonna be back for game 3, game 4, game 4. We're gonna be back for game 4.
It's a
I'm just gonna put it on
beautiful
mute
League
here.
of
Give me 1
Legends.
second.
Watching this T1 team operate.
huge in the team
Let's
fight.
check
So
this out,
beautifully
let's
done.
check this
T1
out.
are on match point to head back
Yeah,
to the
T1 are on
World
match point, bro.
Championship Finals. We ready up for that match point.
I wonder
We're breaking
who-
down this game at the State Farm.
I wonder how
Analyst
you think, man. Like, how do you even like become a league analyst?
Thank you very much, Freak, and welcome back to the analyst desk here
Like,
at the State Farm Arena.
are they just all friends?
Emily,
Did not
she
realize
loves
that was
cross
gonna
map
happen.
plays, so do we. We love
You
beautiful
don't
League of
understand.
Legends.
T1 have improved so much.
Well, we're gonna
Amazing.
talk about that. We're
I
gonna
feel like
talk about
T1
that a
hasn't
little bit
improved though.
as T1
I feel like all they did was
puts the
just
series on
be more
series
serious with their
point.
team
Now
comps
up
because most of the
2-1.
time they just
We
pick
dive
like
back into the draft because of the teams
random
had
team comps,
swap side schedule. We had a lot of
and they wanna
questions
win
about
by-
what
by-
would be
by
the changing
skill.
factors.
But they just got more
Stay
serious.
the same, even on opposite sides of the map. So we're looking only in those top triangles for the changes.
Yeah, I think what we expected to come through did, and that was T1 have 4 champions to ban away, right? And they just drew the short throw and said, we'll just give over Diego, right? It was a really struggle point in game 1, but they feel confident enough to match it. And I think the way they matched it was mid-push because they early rotate the Rise again on 3 before it can get banned away. This Rise is a huge pick right now in this series. It's getting the push into the Azir.
I feel like they
it's
need to
winning
get better
side
shoots,
lanes. It
man.
lost to the Reddington this time around, but when he mismatched, it looked really good. And then you saw him pull off
At a
all these
time,
plays
man.
where he was just disappearing.
Yeah. As Emily pointed out, the map plays by the Rise. For JDG, they went more kind of standard team fight with just like the Renekton blind as on blue side here. And it worked out
No, I feel like Renekton
pretty
is not
well,
the,
I would say.
Renekton
369
is not
looked
the,
absolutely
not the pick.
incredible this game. And when you
Not
like, look
in
at the
Worlds,
early game
huh?
that happened here, it was almost all for JDG about him in the top lane.
The big thing for me also is since they have just kind of handshake on these bot lanes.
Because one thing too is if you
do
pick
have
Renekton, you
Gumi
gotta
Yushi
pick
popping
another
up
tank to
later.
follow
Right now,
up.
we're just gonna see a
Because he
top
can't
lane
be your
real
only
because
front line.
Let's be real, this is what
If he's your
everyone
only front
came
line,
to
you
see,
lost.
Yeah.
right? Was the 369 Zeus, and Zeus got put down very far behind, which is why it is actually important that bot lane popped off so much.
Mark, I'm just glad the teams have proven us right in making this the Mercedes-Benz feature matchup of the day. This top lane, I mean, it was nonstop action.
Yeah, we talk about being a battle for the best top laner in the world. I think 369 is making a very good case, though his team is currently down in the series. He was able to find solo kills on Zeus, found solo kills on Faker, later was dominating in this top side and the 1 point of pressure for them on the map.
Yeah, you can't really fault JDG or 369 for this game. They play heavy through top side. Owners forced to cover on a champion like Nocturne, which struggles pre-6, but they have to cover
feel like
it
you
and
shouldn't
fight
even
back
play
because
top
the waves
side
will always
with,
be in states that
T1.
are either bouncing or diveable stacking into Zeus. So they try to fight back. They lose as expected in early stages, but if they weren't doing this and Owner was power farming, Zeus would be 0-4, 0-5, right? So he has to cover him somehow. This was huge. If Zeus
think if I'm
died
playing-
here,
if I'm
lost this
playing
wave,
against T1, I'll
I
play
think
through the
top was
bot side,
over.
yo.
But the fact that he gets this kill onto Kanabi, gets a
ultimate.
shutdown,
Yeah.
and gets the wave, that's what brings him back into it. But 369 kept his lead and kept shutting us down. But it was T1's mid and bot that really carried the weight of this game.
Yeah, and I think the big thing, again, for me is there was a bot side gank for Nocturne at like 8:14 in the game, and that is really what just ended up deciding that bot lane, right? So from that point on, I think this Lucian Nami were just so powerful, and then
Yeah,
we
Lucian
continue
Nami,
to
you gotta
see
get that out of
those
the game.
super important moments
it's not
from
gonna-
Kumayushi,
you're not gonna win that wave.
baiting out fights, just soaking up just as much pressure, kind of, is what they were doing topside, and that ended up making such a massive difference, in addition to the Rise you pointed out, because we talked about Owner and Nocturne, and, you know, somewhat, if you're looking at this draft, you're like, okay, who is Nocturne's, like, dive buddy, right?
Yeah.
But the global pressure they were able to have with
Yeah,
these
that's
two
true.
picks, the fact that Faker was always fainting whenever
Faker, Undertaker,
Nocturne
man.
did have to go top, Faker was fainting top, made sure that they covered it, and it was just absolutely huge in this game.
And you can see the top laners there on your screen in the Mercedes-Benz featured matchup as 369 was getting the better hand of Zeus. But I love that point you just brought up, Emily, about the globals. And T1 are focusing so heavily on these globals through mid, right? The Galio in the first game didn't work out. But the Rise ult can be used in so many ways to get tempo on lanes when you Rise ult from mid to bot. When you have Nash, Rise ult from mid to bot if you want to kind of counter gank or set up the gank, which is what Faker did to turn that bot fight around to get the double kill in the early stages. And I think the beauty of the Nocturne was you finish Nash when you Rise ult there first, and then you Nocturne ult to make sure they can't get into the steal. So you always have these quick, snappy barons that JDG always have to be conscious about.
So while the draft has rightfully been warping kind of around the top side of the map, Mark, I think this is now where we finally talk about that handshake bot lane, because Gumayushi has been putting up insane numbers.
That's a bad handshake. That's when you go for a handshake and the other team crushes it with their handshake. The Lucian Nami has been dumpstering this side of the matchup. You see in the mid to late game as well. Guma plays this so aggressive. He puts so much pressure on the enemy team that he actually does die often in a number of these team fights, but it's after he's pumped out so much damage because the enemy team has to react to him. You saw there, the fact that they just couldn't get on top of him gets them Baron in basically this game.
And if I had to think about why JDG are continuing to go for this matchup, right, it's like, okay, well, in these late game 5v5 situations, we're going to still have a pretty strong Aphelios in fights. But the big thing is that, for the most part, T1 have not been giving them that because they've been using their globals to split the map.
And that's the beauty. Not only is it the Rise Nocturne we touch upon, but it's also the G field. And I think that's so pivotal with the immobile carries, where it comes to these team fights that you're talking about, but T1 can always pull the trigger first.
You guys are in the chat, yo, let me know you're here.
Double global on top of you
Send
with
a
Nocturne and
message.
GP, Rise ulting
Yes,
around the side. It's so hard to get
I think
mid waves,
T1's
it's so hard
gonna
to set up objectives,
he's
and
gonna
that
win the
man
next
on your
game,
screen
game
right
4.
now with the Lucian Nami is
I really
having
think there shouldn't be any
fantastic series.
Yeah, I mean, across the series, averaging
I think the first
up
game was
20
just a hiccup.
CS at 15 is pretty amazing. So we'll see if JDG has an answer to that.
I actually wonder how much these guys get
I
paid.
just want to call out, there have been 104 minutes played in this series so far across 3 games. Any idea how many kills there have been?
103. 4.
You saw the stat earlier.
Really? I just went one below on your stat.
really?
Yeah, no, I just guessed
Oh my
it.
God, that's correct.
I just went one lower than
He asked me, it was in the prompter. I saw it.
I was thinking otherwise.
I'll out you to everyone
That's
in here.
incredible.
I'll just let you know I didn't answer
just
because
shut
I
up,
did see
actually.
it in the prompter.
How much
Thank
do
you
they
very
get
much
paid?
for being
Doesn't
respectful.
say it in the
103 kills across 104 minutes. That is an astronomical combined. Yeah, when it comes to combined kills per minute, it is very rare to even get close to 1 per minute, and we are just about there. We'll see if we can get there in game number 4. Backs against the wall now for JDG. They got to get it done here in game number 4 to push us all the
Almost
way to
100K,
5.
man.
The LPL rests squarely on the shoulders of JDG. We'll see if they can tie the series up and stay alive in game 4 right after this.
Commentator. Let's put commentator.
But he's waiting out. Spills it of nothing. The flash in. Zeus the flash follow. It's a 1-for-1. But can Renekton win against Nocturne? The big stun. And 3-6.
75,000.
Forcing a Shirelli is out. 369 cannot find his target. Locked in place. Needs to ult to stay alive, but he's feared and he's fallen.
That's crazy.
Nocturne goes for number 2. Hope dropped. A flash away from missing, but Faker won't, and he's unstoppable. About the same time they find the rest. 369 gonna take his fight against Faker. Will it be enough? Does he win round 2? He's ignited. He's ever frosted. And Faker with 5. Lev wins the one-on-one.
Upgrade your shimmery slippers to keep sparkling.
Hey Ash, what's your plan?
A new and very serious game, Jake from State Farm, but these in-game purchases are wrecking my wallet. I can't keep sparkling, Jake. I need a sparkle.
State Farm has
Is he playing
options
Fall
like
Guys?
combining home and auto, so you get a rate that fits your budget.
Very nice. The gameplay is really strategic, I swear.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click
Let's
to get a
watch you
quote
here,
today.
actually.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Let's watch
Red
you here.
Bull gives you wings.
It's better here. I heard like gaming chairs suck though. They said that office chairs are actually better than gaming chairs. Let us know if you want us to buy this. We'll buy this and we'll unpack it on SOMA. Is that guy saying? He said, "Do you can this?" Just watching this guy. Anyways, welcome to the channel, man. Yo, yo.
Yo, there's a Filipino family lives on the top floor. I think they're having like a karaoke party.
World final in 5 years. The Faker
Oh yeah, bro.
Can be in the context
There's like a
of the
Filipino
series.
family that lives on top upstairs.
Yeah.
I think they're having like a karaoke party, so I think the husband's going off, yo.
Oh, okay.
This guy's been on the mic
He's been
for
pretty
like 4
far.
songs.
But the finals he has not reached in a very long
I've been
time.
listening.
and he's about
This
to
guy's
do it.
been on the mic for like 4
last year,
songs.
with a lot of the players that we see on stage right now, it was the semifinals. That was the barrier that they could not cross against Dom 1. However, today, with the addition of Zeus, with the dominant year that they've had, it feels like that they've reached a point where they're ready to.
Yeah, I don't know why
return
they
to the
changed it from
pinnacle
Toronto to
of League of Legends.
Atlanta,
GDG,
bro.
No, it
they're
was
a team
so
because
that's
weird.
not to underestimate.
something happened with the
They've been put
visa,
in this
bro.
position many times
Oh, they're gonna
before.
come to
We know that
Canada.
they are
Yeah,
resilient.
I think
Let's see what they
Canada's
can bring
thing was
out
more
against the
stricter with
powerhouse
the
that is
COVID and
T1
stuff.
They're
this
stupid,
best
bro.
of
They're
Yeah,
fucked.
that's so stupid,
Did
bro.
not underestimate
They're
the
retarded, bro. I would have been
Both
at. I
ability to
swear I
come
would have
back
been at the
in
show.
I would have
games,
been there,
in
bro.
team fights, and
100%, bro.
also
Okay.
I would have moved right to
in
the
the LPL
front.
semifinals and finals.
But if the
5
tickets
games
were, I don't
straight
care
for
what the
them,
price
made them
was.
work
Yeah, bro. I would have been
I'm
there
there,
still,
bro.
bro.
Getting
You only
the
get to see
honor
Faker
here
once.
of the target ban.
Yeah, that's what I'm
JDG,
saying, bro. I would have been there. I can't even lie. Like, I was actually cheesed.
There's so many
When it said
threats
Atlanta, I was
on
cheesed.
T1. It is
I would have
magnificent,
been
though.
waiting in that
I
hallway,
think back
bro,
to this
for him to
Reddit
pass
thread where
by.
people were talking, you know what,
100%.
Faker
That'd have been his
deserves
ad
more than
hoc.
a skin. He deserves a champ in the game. He already has one.
The only
Try.
other go to like the LCK.
I agree with
Yeah.
that one. Is it
That's
great?
tough.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I like this from JDG. Says, look, there is a tournament meta. On the patch, we believe we know the strongest champion, but T1 are winning on things we are not willing to pick ourselves. Sejuani, we can trade back and forth. Viego, we can trade back and forth. But Lucian and Ryze in T1's hands, not allowed.
Really, really good Viego steal away, because when JDG picks Sejuani, it is almost always going into 369's hands. Kanavi only has one career game on Sejuani. They want to pair the Sejuani top lane with a carry jungler. So stealing away the Viego pushes Kanavi down to this Belveth, and it's going to put more emphasis on how he can
shit,
play
they
that
picked
early
Belveth?
game. Sejuani, of course, does so well when matched with melee carries to proc that stun so quickly.
I know.
And no
The
hesitation
world
here,
is
instantly
that's a
locked.
bad
The
team.
Karma blind from JDG. Of course, this does have room to be flexed between both mid and support. We'll see what direction JDG choose to go with it. Somewhat ironic that it was that Karma from many years ago in Faker's hands. Regardless, the Varus locked in for Gumayushi. Another
whose
big
team
counter
comp is
pick for
that,
him,
T1?
something that gives him a lot of agency in the bot lane. Often
JDG.
they'll pair it alongside
JDG,
the
they picked,
Kench
Belveth,
for
bro.
carrier, and we saw how dominant
And
they could be as they
Sejuani.
demonstrated
Oh,
play
that's a
against
terrible
RNG in the
combo.
They're gonna have no damage, bro. They have no damage.
Bro, that's Karma, Sejuani, and Belveth. Yo, I think
Let's be honest,
they must
T1
have.
have completely
T1
locked
must
in
have
for
paid
the
them to
series
pick
thus far.
15.
So, when you
No
pick
way,
Karma this
no
early,
way
what you
that's
get
the team, bro. It's like
is a
3
flex
shit.
pick that can either guarantee a pushing heavy poke bottom lane
Nah,
for you,
T1's
or
team is
even
crazy.
allow
Faker
you
just
now
picked
to
his
take
ear.
it
That's
into mid
GG.
lane if they
One
really
tank
wanna
and
pull
then they're
some
good,
crazy
bro.
stuff
That's
here.
GG's, bro. Faker
Go
on his
bottom
ear is
lane,
GG.
counter pick later. Karma always pairs well with double poke lanes like Ezreal. So let's take a look here. They're still banning Yagao.
Yep. And Bandit against safety choices here out of Gumayushi as well. No Tom Kent from there is a very common pick. Obviously, Karma, a small takeaway from that lane as well. It's just so much lane dominance, you really can't be outpushed. We'll see if Heimer ends up making its debut on this
Is
one.
Luke's watching or
A ways to
sleeping?
go until we see that.
I think he's doing
Second
something on his
advance to
computer.
come
He's doing
through.
homework.
No Ash looking again at lane dominant. It means that Ezreal is available, though not
Tough.
a huge favorite.
Crazy, interesting test now we're putting too.
Homework is
T1
tough,
have
yo.
done this multiple times
Yeah.
where on this third
tough.
pick,
Fuck that.
pick a mid lane
Oh,
and then
fuck.
ban
Now,
to
bro.
protect it.
That's just tough.
Yagao has
Fuck, I'd rather
always
be
countered
watching the
with the
women.
Tamia. They're saying, hey, you're not going to pick the Akali, the kill counter into Azir. That is very normal. I want to see if that is actually true. If he goes
yeah,
onto
bro.
the Silas
He won
again.
bro.
Renata is,
Yo, you know who
very
hated
good
me for
from
not doing
T1,
homework,
very
yo?
safe. So far, their draft, I would say,
Mr.
is just
Savino.
very
Oh, that
safe.
guy.
There's very few holes in what they've got. They've got a lot of long
Fucking
range.
Saitama
They
looking
really
ass,
have
bro.
solid
Well,
engage,
Saitama
like
looking
Mars
ass,
have
bro.
good disengage or follow-up.
I gotta
Renata
like One
ultimate
Punch Man,
combined
bro.
with Mars. They have a lot of skill expression and pick. Like, it just depends on how they round out their composition. Do they want
Guys
more
snitched
engage?
on me
Do
for
they
not
want
doing
side lane
homework.
threat?
He was
There's a lot of
Filipino.
flexibility
He was
in
like
T1.
Yeah, T1 are showing
He's like one of the.
really good
I swear, bro. He's like one of the few Filipino bald guys I know.
so
Oh,
good
yeah?
when the team is charging
Or you
into
might
I'm
be
sure
half,
he's
bro.
Filipino,
Might be
bro.
on the
half.
front lines.
I think he might be
Locking
half
it up
Filipino,
here
half
with the
brown,
Jin
yo.
for bottom
Yeah,
lane.
yeah,
There's
something
that
like
silence
that.
we were talking about because
I know he played
not
cricket.
show
I
the
think he played
preference for
cricket,
the
yo.
Akali answer into his ear. Almost always, this silence, he goes
Oh,
right back
shit.
to
Yeah, weirdo stuff.
The
Timo.
couple cheeky hovers there. Carrier playing with the fans' hearts. Direction will they go in?
Nah, JDG's team is GG. That team is done, bro.
A long time comfort for Zeus. He's been
That
playing
is
it
a
ever since
terrible
he first
team comp,
joined the
bro.
LCK. Even in some of his debut appearances, and into a tank matchup, it's something that he can feel very confident and safe in. Again,
Yo, you seen
offers
that
more
new
disengage
champion,
when complemented
Kasante?
well with
Kasante?
both
Yeah,
Renata
bro.
and the Azir, along
Looks like a
with
weirdo.
adding
Yo,
to
he's
the
moving
pick
too
options
much,
that they
man.
have, thanks to the
Yeah,
flexibility
Peaks.
of the
You know,
browser.
Peaks told me
Yeah,
he's
completely
like
agree. And I
he's
love it
based on
specifically into Kanavi
Lil
build.
Nas X,
When
so
you're
he's
playing
probably
against
gay.
JDG, you're always looking to answer Kanavi. He's the focus.
But what do you
and
call it, bro?
multiple forms of interrupt are so powerful
his
versus
ult
champion.
is crazy.
You need to have something to interrupt.
No, I don't know nothing
the
about him, so
from
I seen
the
what he
game.
looks
If you
like.
can get rid of
I
the
just know he's a
reduction,
support, yo.
it
You see the
does not
champions
operate
team?
anymore
That
in
shit's
team fights.
crazy.
Gragas bringing multiple interrupts.
Oh, they have like
makes
a champion
really good
spotlight
answer.
or
You
just a
used to say,
teaser?
No,
James, we want
I
him on
think
this
they
big carry
released like
pick.
someone
What's he
released a
gonna do this
video
time around
with
into the tank, top
all the
lane?
abilities.
Love this pick because
Oh.
As
multiple
Luke showed
forms
me.
of CC.
He
Yo,
doesn't
is it
have
6
damage
out?
though. He has no damage.
He's a support, yo. He's a support.
Yeah.
He's like he's Tarek's gay buddy.
Maybe
Right.
on his way to his own fourth in a new role as head coach.
Bro,
Been
man.
a split playing in the LPL.
Tarek
came
does no
back to
damage
T1
too,
of the
but his
coaching
ult's
staff.
crazy, right? Like you don't die and
Done
shit.
so
Yeah,
well
yeah.
with this team.
He does damage
Is
if you.
this
I think.
the
I
last
think
time
if you
these
build
teams
You build
meet
them,
the
maybe?
first
Yeah.
and last time these two orgs go head to head? JDG, the last hope
Yeah, I'm not
of the
gonna lie.
LPL for
I'd rather have
4
JDG win
years
this game so
in a
it goes to
row.
another
The
game.
LPL
Yeah, yeah, I feel
made
that,
the
I feel
World
that.
You know?
Finals, a different
It's
team
just
each
more
time.
from another
JDG,
game
the
to
most
watch, you know?
unlikely of candidates. 369 cut from top esports. Hope and missing cut from their relative teams as well. JDG signed them, win the summer split, and now the last hope of their country. And to win 2 in a row.
Let's see if they can usurp T1. Right now leading the series. They're looking to get early information on the bot side of the map. Making sure that the bot lane 2 versus 2 has a little bit more control. We've been seeing Puma and Carrier be hyper-aggressive in the bot lane 2 versus 2. Sometimes to a fault, where they have been killed in the 2 versus 2 by Hope and Missing. What I think is scary about
Yo, last
this
game
Jhin
the
and
bot
Karma
lane started
is it
like
does have
crazy,
enough power
bro.
in it straight up to be 2
Oh, yeah,
with the
yeah,
amount
yeah.
of poke and
We should-
damage,
we popped
especially
off.
with that 4th shot from the Jhin.
Yeah, what you get when you invest in this lane for JDG is way, way, way more safety for your bottom lane. It's double poke, as you mentioned. It's also, Jhin is one of the AD carries that can start with Boots Potion. Very rare. So much more sustained with the extra potion down there for him in case he gets the worst of the trades. Because let's be honest, what we've seen in this series is the T1 bottom lane that was promised. They were prophesized, they were talked up as being
Yo,
the
these
best bottom
pop,
lane in
these
the world. And they only lost
North
that title
American
due to some
commentators are
underperformances in
cringe as
some
fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They're super cringe. It's like a bunch of white nerds, bro. I feel like they gotta have like a couple of like mixed, like a couple of black guys, Asian guys. It's just all
Yeah, I
white,
feel
bro.
that. I feel that.
It's just all white. This is a bunch of white nerdy guys,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. I wonder how you become a thing though, yo. I feel
Yeah,
like
but
they're all just
you gotta
friends.
have like there's definitely like black nerdy guys, black Asian, like Asian nerdy guys. Just all white guys,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I feel that.
It's just
And we've
weird.
seen him already
Even
with
the
some,
girl, like
I
that
would
girls
say,
are weird.
game-winning Renata ultimates in this
Yeah.
tournament.
I feel like it'd be more lit to
Yeah, if they got other different races, right? It's just like a bunch of white guys.
That means there is no heal. There's no way to get your health back up.
There's
You can
definitely
drop
like
the
other
top.
Filipinos out there like that want to be a commentator, bro.
Arguably Ignite
Like,
counters
what the
class.
fuck?
And throughout the series, we have been seeing
Flash, handshake back, trying to burn him down, and he will drop the T1 bottom lane.
Yeah, that's GG stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, GG stuff. You give Gumiishi 1 kill, bro, that guy's gone. Not even an assist, bro. Even an assist is good enough, bro. You're gonna pop off right now.
This T1 bottom lane, the one that was promised, absolutely insane.
I mean, that.
Yo, Zeus was like 18, bro. That guy's
so
crazy.
well.
For sure,
Yeah,
Vegas
yo.
was caught off guard.
He's
Just as we were singing
18.
his praises,
That's
he was able to find a play like that. The
he's like
burst
Faker's
damage
cousin,
was
yo.
ridiculous. So
Oh,
let's
is
go
he?
back and see how he
Yeah.
does it. Flash,
Oh.
handshake,
Each other,
brute.
like, yeah.
Okay,
It's just
okay,
clean,
okay.
isn't it?
Because he's just probably
No
been
damage was
playing
missed.
League at high level.
Really understanding the
He
limits of
was
his
good.
champion. You give him a champion that has a little bit
Kept
more
him
agency
from
than
the
an army, and he does stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
he's
can
probably
see
just
why
like been
Carrier
playing
is so
Challenger his
respected
whole, like ever since he was a kid,
Not
bro.
gonna use damage. Under the turret to be a bit much. Takes a shot, but it
14-year-old
does run
Challenger,
towards
like what
Faker.
the
Konami
fuck?
always happy to share
Fuck.
a bit of
In
XP,
Korea
a
too,
late
not
total
even in like
experience for your
North
team.
America,
That
bro.
pilot will slightly
In
better
Korea,
go.
like that's like
That's crazy, yo.
Man,
that's crazy.
Carrier
So I
flashing
can't
in
even
for the
lie.
point blank handshake, just knowing there's not going to be a response and a return visit now. Owner is down here. Carrier moves in again.
Hope has cleanse, Hope has flash.
I think Luke can do good in Challenger in Korea,
Skill
bro.
shots at once.
100%. Like even if he
Awkward
even if he
for
gets
JDG's bot lane
doesn't
now
get
is
a
their
kill,
wave
like
is in a
he'll
terrible
max, he'll
state,
probably
and
get
their
like
jungler is nowhere
2
near
deaths.
to offer support. T1
That's
know that
good
Konami
in
is top
Korean
as well,
Challenger,
and
bro.
the fact that JDG's bot
What
lane
the
can't
fuck?
get
That's
control
like
of the
Korean
river,
Challenger's
actually
like
contest this bush to make sure
not
that the
even
jungler has
close
come
to
back base, and
North
now they can
American
actually
Challenger,
walk
bro.
up
That's like
and contest the wave. That could have been a
that's
lot worse for
stupid.
the bot lane of JDG.
Playing
Nah,
towards the
I
top
can see
side
it
has
looks
not
slow.
worked thus far for JDG. Let's see if it does this time around as owner comes over to cover Zeus.
Yo, it's just weird seeing Belweth in the worlds, bro.
Yeah, I feel like she doesn't even belong, bro.
Yeah, because she's such a new champ. Like, you never see a new champ like that in Worlds. Like, if anything, you'd expect to see like the new Udyr.
Yeah. I think
The
they
new
disabled
Udyr
it for
too.
Worlds.
Oh, the new Udyr?
Yeah.
Oh no way, it's 2 OP.
And he's going to chase him
I
off.
think it's
Yagao
cool.
had already teleported
Yeah.
back, so Faker actually, even though his wave is pushing, he can teleport right back to this lane. That's why owner's not
Because I
hard
feel like
shoving
if it
instantly.
was available, it's
Looks
gonna
like
be
he is going to walk it in there anyways, but Yagao
Yeah,
already
yeah.
has his
It's
teleport
like
means
one team, you,
from owner
one
is going
for one
to
person
stick,
doesn't.
and it should allow Faker
Yeah.
to continue trying to abuse the ranged matchup here, pushing in on Yagao, poking him under tower as he tries to pick up him.
We didn't talk about it, but this is actually Faker's first Azir game at Worlds. Of course, the man is very familiar with Azir. See if JDG can find a pick on it. Nice sidestep from Faker.
Oh, guesses that Faker will juke left, but Faker holds the course. Gets away from the stun. Yagao chunked down to 300.
He is sidestepping everything. How can you pin down a T1 member when they don't even flash? They have the confidence to juke every skill shot you throw at them.
Beautiful play there from Faker. He's used to the pressure from Kanavi at this point, and with the push that they have in bot lane and the fact that Kanavi coming mid just allows Yagao to go back to base means that there's a very easy opportunity to secure this first dragon. Very well played from T1 in the early game.
I haven't been to Kathy's girl in a minute, bro.
I mean, honestly, I would be demoralized after gates on this guy and having him just completely
Yeah.
out.
I can't.
He holds onto his flash both times.
Yeah.
When Silas has him so low under tower,
Yeah, do you guys
Faker
pre-order or
confidence
you
doesn't
guys
put his
just go in
He
there?
walks it
Like,
out, walks away with 75
It's
HP,
hard to pre-order. 'cause you
continuing
gotta,
to hold
list
on to these
everything,
cooldowns, and now he's level 6 too. So,
Oh, so you guys just go in order?
Yeah, we just
let's
go in
refocus
order.
though. Kanavi on his Belveth pick. Going to
Maybe
go
just
for
me
the
and
Yeah.
Luke.
invade on red buff here, take it away from
Oh, if it's
owner,
just like
and
if
recall
if you're
goes
whole
off
like
the
your
bottom
Duke
lane.
and Shivana, you guys
Kanavi
just
will
go in order.
continue with this little lead that he has
Yeah.
got. Very much
Cause yo, when I'm there,
there
sometimes I'm just like waiting, and some guy just comes and is like,
Faker has rushed himself
"Oh,
to
picking
the
for a thing,
lane.
pick up for a thing." I'm like, "Oh, what the
Dual
fuck?"
shield and second wind. One thing that, for those who've been
He just comes in and picks it up and walks away, bro. I'm like, "Oh."
Area does not have flash. They're going to guarantee the kill, and Hope is going to claim one. You can see the game now back within a 200 goal spread.
That's a 3-6-9 gang. He's saying, you know what, last game.
Yeah, some of
I
these
got a
plays
lead,
they
I'm
make
gonna
in
stay
Worlds
alive
is
back across the
crazy.
map.
Yeah,
This
yo.
time he's saying, I'm level
Oh,
6,
yeah,
I'm
bro.
ganking bot,
All
boys.
these nine
They
plays,
moved
bro.
the Silas up to top
Yeah,
lane. so that he can
it's
now
kind of
rotate
crazy
over to
stuff.
mid. Kanavi is now here as well. I don't expect them to get the kill onto Faker, but great map movement there from JDG. That caught Tion's bot lane completely off guard.
Exactly, Vedius. It's
It's
the
gonna be for late
rotation
game. Figure
of
pops
mid lane
off
at the top
this
to get the
year.
pressure there. Top lane down to go for the gank, and then jungle comes in, so they don't lose out on any minion waves while still allowing 369 to try and 1v9 again.
That's a
He's like,
crazy
there's
name,
a fire on
369.
bottom side. I want to
Yeah.
go clean it up.
Good ward there, really good control ward. Ona was suspicious of JDG hovering in that topside river,
Yeah, really
but they will spot it out and no fight will ensue.
pretty important thing that pro junglers do on the Viego is the view range of their sweeper is larger than the view range of someone else seeing you while camouflage. Yeah, we had the vision difference anyway, and it's like, yep, can't see me. All right, someone's there. Cool. Ward, walk out. No danger here. We've now got the Herald play available. It's 8 minutes in. Both teams trying to fight for it. The patience runs out. No one's killing it yet.
So the objective is slow to secure, which gives time for JDG to push out top and mid wave. Meanwhile, T1 are buying time for Guma to join the rest of the squad. He will now arrive with his ultimate available. Looking at the supports as well. Curious as to how close they are to level 6, because that really could be the difference maker in the fight, as we see both teams once again contesting over this mid wave.
Yeah, I want game. There's another game.
Both from the bottom lane, and of course, this guy didn't bring one his side. But
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Cleanse ability for Guma. I mean, there's only so many good targets.
It's Saturday, bro. Come on, one more game, you know?
Will they find their way in? Barrel spots a ward. And
So I can listen to some Silver Streets, yo.
Stolen cask is only a disengage. Ultimately, JDG
That's
not
banging.
find their way out of the Herald yet.
Yeah, they're going to restart it, try and pull them back in. Owner still lurking around with the camouflage on.
So the awkward thing for JDG right now is there is a big wave stacking up in the bot lane that is just bleeding away minions. They engage.
Feels like the Scuttle Crab just like randomly walking across the team fight in the middle of a team fight. Big ass team fight, Scuttle Crab just walking randomly through.
Looking for a bit more now. Yagao's in the front line. Already the Sejuani is dead.
Scuttle Crab's like, fuck that, Scuttle Crab's like,
But the CC is too good.
like, fuck that, I'm not gonna do that fight, bro.
Delivers himself the death.
Oh,
Not quite the kill. Karma can't get it either. Sidestepping the last shot just barely. Gumayushi.
Sometimes I feel like they should engage and they just back off. Dude. Like they should just go all in. Oh, like they should like look at that. Like it's like they have more help, bro. 2v1, like go in. I don't know why they back off. Like the other players, bro. I would have flashed in and did it. Whatever.
I love it because even though the kills were close, they burned away all the flashes. Look at this.
I'm scared.
For Guma, but Hope has cleansed. So he just cleanses and walks out. Then they go for the turnaround off of the knockup onto Guma. They're trying to get back to this flashless carry, but they get this.
Yeah, I can't like some of the flashes these guys do when they show the replay or slow motion. Crazy. Crazy.
Allows them to continue the fight, but he's so tanky and trying to move it through. Faker in the back line. Flashes away, still has the ignite on him.
Nah, there's this one flash this guy showmaking did with the
oh yeah.
oh with the Zero. Oh my goodness.
Lost though, yo.
I know. They're fucked up, bro. They fucked up. They fucked up.
Zeus lived because his passive popped on body slam. He was dead the 4th shot. Somehow.
Cause yeah, you don't see it until they show the replay in slow motion, you know, cause the game should happen so fast.
He lived with a sliver of health.
The thing that got me about that fight was in the replay seeing Faker just glide into the backline and he just looked at the AD carry and both ultimates were just in this really awkward position. But at the end of the day, T1 walk away as the victors of the fight. And again, huge credit to Gumayushi, been involved in every single kill alongside his support. That's another dragon secured for T1. Similar to last game,
this guy,
T1
ADC has to be the top ADC in the world right now, bro. I got
an advantage over T1.
He's got to be number one, and
right now it's 3 plates left from the top
the
side.
best ADCs is there. T1's ADC is probably the best ADC in the world. And
You'd love to see him get it
he's
somewhere else, but I guess it'll be shared by Kanavi. He's actually going to take his share of the gold.
Well, this Velvet, it's so awkward. Team is basically this.
Will that matter enough?
Yeah, we're seeing it again and again. JDG trying to have Kanavi and 369 carry these games because T1's bottom lane is just relentless. Again, this Rift Herald used on top side does get a pretty high value secondary charge, but bottom lane is kind of
last stun. Varus can't land it himself.
They're dead.
He will stay alive. Trading flashes.
Go in. I don't know why they don't go in, bro.
We're not going to get much more than this damage. The plate itself will not drop. Hope wants his 4th shot. Can't quite get
Sometimes you gotta play like an iron play, bro. You go all in, man. They play too safe, bro. And then they die. They die because they play too safe. They just go in. What the fuck?
The biggest difference
What
between
the
this
fuck?
game and the last two, there's no Faker. Faker on the rise.
Look, that was a 3v2 and now they're both backing, right? That makes no sense.
For Hope and Missing to
This
win
was
the
Iron, bro.
solo
Like,
because it's
what?
just
All of them
with
would have
the
been
armor,
dead,
additional
bro.
shields and mobility that they have, it's that much
so
safer
sorry,
compared to what we saw before, which means that they hold on to their tower, and JDG have now accrued an ever so slight gold advantage while not having their AD carry be put behind in the same way.
Yeah, this is a much different style of comp from T1 this time around. Tank on the top side for Zeus, scaling team fight carry mage for Faker this time around. A lot less roaming, less of those chaotic, scrappy
But for real, they gotta bring
a
world to Toronto one day, bro. Like I'm Tuesday. Like next year, if they don't have any cheese time, because that's like what the
It's
fuck.
only a 200 gold lead between the two AD carries.
They show love somewhere. Like what?
Trying his best to get level 6 now does have it.
Yeah, if it's in Toronto, I swear it'll be so lit. Bro. It'll be so lit. They're so stupid. They can make so much money from Toronto than Atlanta. Bro. Come on, they're so dumb, bro. I don't know. They should have tried their best to get these guys visa or whatever, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, T1's too good, bro. That guy's the best. That guy's the best ADC in the game. He's actually the best ADC, bro. Even their support's cracked. Like, I'm not gonna.
Obliterating this bottom lane.
It's just too clean from the T1 bot lane. Absolute destruction in the isolated 2v2. They will secure another tower, and all of a sudden, 369 in the mid lane.
Gonna find the stun, a whole lot of damage.
Oh my goodness.
The shield survives a bit longer.
No way. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Yeah, that's what has to happen when you put Velvet. Why is there a Vayne in mid lane, bro? Is that a Vayne? What is that? What champion is that?
That's Karma, that's Karma.
Oh, that's Karma. That looks like Vayne, bro.
Panic and try and ult them away from him.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Vayne stuff.
Them into the tower. Tells the rest
It
of
does,
them,
right?
"You
It doesn't look like Vayne.
You can pick up the kills."
Because I'm watching it on my phone, it looks like Vayne.
Around with the control ward you see up in the river, able to get the ultimate off right over the wall here. And then Hope walking right there does have to cleanse it as well, and they go for Missing first. Full confidence with the fully stacked lethal tempo and the passive from Varus. Insane attack speed from him. Blows him.
That's crazy.
The tower management was so good as well.
This one
so
was
much
crazy,
thrown onto
bro.
Faker, the chain
Faker
CC,
lived that?
but he
Oh,
gets that ultimate off just underneath the tower, and he buys a little
Yeah,
bit of time
that's
back into the
crazy.
action.
Try the 5-on-5 now for the Rift Herald. We've got a full item and a half here on the Gumayushi. Gonna feel comfortable on this Varus, the team fight it out. Gale Force boots to the side. Patience about to run out. They can get the last shot and try for it. 1200 HP. The smite comes through clean on the JDG side. It is engaged for T1, but will it be enough? Yagao lower and lower and lower. The snipe from Gumayushi claims the kill.
Yeah, he's actually good crack. He's actually crack. He does way too much damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no way. That's crazy. Yeah, there's no other game, bro. That's just, Discrd call just now, yo. 5 more minutes, the game's about to be done, yo.
Faker as he looks to return to the World Finals once more.
It is beautiful to see the two generations of League gods on T1 play together.
Nah, they fucked up on their picks, bro. Karma, Belveth, and Sejuani. What kind of team is that, bro? Even in like silver, that team is that's not a team comp, bro. You lose every day, bro. In that team comp, silver, bro.
And while he has not played Azir at Worlds yet,
yeah, the rest
the
of
champion. The cheers from Zeus as the ulti comes through.
yeah, it's over, bro. 13-4, bro. It's not even close, bro. Yeah, it's literally GG, bro. GG. 18 time, bro. Yo, Varus is 6-0, bro.
I don't even know how these guys made the semifinals,
18
bro.
minutes into the
These guys
game,
are 6-0,
with
fam.
nothing but confidence as they rip apart the last hope of the LPL.
Faker's never been eliminated by an LPL team, and he sure as hell is not going to start today.
What an incredible performance. T1 seem to have only gotten better and better from game to game.
Yo, T1's that
JDG
good?
have put up a
Holy
strong fight, but
shit.
here in game 4, it is nothing but the T1
That's
show.
crazy.
And we have to give so much credit. We sing the praises of Faker, we sing the praises of Gumayushi, but Carrier's ultimates have been unbelievable in these team fights, hitting 3, 4, 5 members consistently. And the plays that he has been making in the 2 versus 2, he's been involved in 15 of the 18 kills.
Absolute beast for sure. Here's a look at the engage, and Zeus immediately they go straight for frontline. They knock back the 20, and because of the comp this time around, it's easy for them to finish that out.
Boom.
Baker then goes around the back. Nobody's getting out of here.
Oh, that was crazy.
Gumayushi from the left.
You literally got the whole team. You pretty much got the whole team, bro.
Look at his face. He knows that this game is.
Gonna find an engagement of the tower. Owner, though, able to get away with his whole team staying alive.
They should
Still
do
has
like
the
the
flash.
stream
Good
for the
damage. The
comms,
front
bro.
side, though, they could kill Zeus.
Yeah,
They could go for
funny.
more. Here comes the Berserk.
That's good.
That's GG, that's GG. Yeah, that's GG.
And it's a 4-0. They can't even kill off the Grog as he was so low under tower.
22 to 5, bro.
Almost
That
goes down,
thing is
heals off his meds,
close,
and then gets the
fam.
bailout from Carrier. My goodness, this T1
That's
team,
crazy for
they
pro
are
game, bro.
straight
That's a
towards
crazy.
finals.
This is like
The resilience
this
of
is like a
JDG. They are doing everything
Norms
in their
game, bro.
power to come back into this
22
game.
to 5. That's like a Norms game,
T1
bro.
are just too
Yeah, they definitely have to press
secure
FF.
a Baron on
Like if this was
score.
Norms, this game would
They're
have
looking to
FF
make
like
their way back to
a
the
long
World
time
Finals.
ago, bro.
Here's
I
a
don't
look
think
at
there's an
the
FF
attempt this
button
time.
in
They try
pro
and burst
players
on
when
Owner.
they're probably.
The ultimate's away.
You guys
They
are just
kite
trying,
through, and then
bro.
they decide next, what's the target? Burn down
They're
the
like
target.
probably
It's
typing
so
surrender,
low.
bro.
But Carrier with the ult flash over the wall, hits them with the backline, comes in, and Guma can find the snipe, set up with his ultimate as well. Cleaning house, even
Nah,
getting
that's
the bailout
crazy.
saves.
That's crazy.
This team is just
They
so
just jump
rare.
on you, fam. Like the whole team just
Once
jumps on you,
again
fam.
from Carrier.
Look at this guy's
And
face.
JDG know there's little that they can do to turn this game
I
around.
let my
And the
family
Yes.
perfect setup that he is
That
talking
guy-
about it is the reason this kid from the very beginning support
That guy
Prodigy,
is so
rookie of the
sad.
year, was such a highly prized pickup for T1, but Guma
The bailout will buy a second.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
They should still
no,
knock
no.
him down, but it was close.
Nah,
Hope
bro, I'm
that Prodigy
praying
himself.
the
He
JDG
almost
win,
makes
bro.
it two. That would be
I
his
want one
first
more
death of
game,
the
fam.
game. But still,
I'm praying JDG make like a crazy
88
comeback.
here in game 4. The spot lane continues to be incredible.
I'm praying
That's
JDG
crazy.
make
T1
the
still in
craziest
first
comeback in the
control.
world,
Buy
bro.
JDG a little bit of time, but not that much.
What
If we
the hell?
draw our attention to the bot
I'm
lane, we
hoping
can see
they make the
Faker
craziest
pushing in
comeback
this
for
wave,
one more game.
securing another tower for T1. The next dragon spawned in about 1 minute and 40, and T1 are going to want to do as much damage as they can.
Nah,
369
I think
putting up
Baker's
the
too
TES
fed.
flare.
Yeah, he's too fed,
A few
yo.
years ago, made it to the World
Like,
Semifinals,
give
lost to
me-
Suning
Holy.
in the
Yeah,
first
just got
round of the last
voice
4
style.
years that the LCK actually won. That was Dom won. And now at the same
Yeah,
spot
I
he
don't
was,
even know why
semifinals,
you
but staring down the barrel of
control
T1
that,
closing
bro.
out the
That's
series.
Yeah, he got a lot of flack
Stacks.
because
Yeah,
of
Sunfire,
the
yo.
TES team and
He has
dropping
10
out, but he had
stacks
such a
on,
big resurgence this year. Let's see if they can
what
pull
is
it
that
off. They
called?
teleport flank. He
On
is
the-
behind
on
Faker,
Darkseid,
and the rest of
Darkseid.
JDG in
Dark
front.
side, yes, 10
But
stacks
no
and dark.
recap for the Caro, not going to be enough. Shuffling back in, Kanavi taking for a bit.
Yeah.
It's 1-for-1 Faker
Oh.
chops, but Owner is now on
God.
Velvet. Owner
I'm
is gonna
hoping there's a
find
game
another
5, bro. I'm
kill and
hoping
going
let's
for a
go.
whole lot
That's game,
more.
yo.
Yagao stuck in place.
Let's go, JDG. Oh, no, man. Oh, man. Let's go. 29, fam.
29-7. You wanted more than 1 kill a minute.
That's crazy,
Just
bro.
T1 have that mark as
This
they
is
go
like
to the
a-
top lane.
It's like a plat team playing an iron team, fam. That's retarded. What the hell is going on?
That can stand in their way and return to the pedestal with which they made their name. T1 is looking to cement themselves even further as the legend among legends.
A League of Legends movie in the making. All right, here's the attempt on Faker's life, though, from JDG. They never give up. They always are trying to pick off somebody, and they, in the end, trade 1 for 1. They get the kill, but guess what? T1 are too far ahead, and Owner getting these resets. As soon as the rest of the team gets here,
Yeah, they use everything on Faker. They had
it's
nothing
just
left.
a bloodbath. Owner making this champ look broken again. Ulting to catch him out. No one left alive as Zeus is able to chase down the Karma as well.
And you can see the idea from JDG, which is we have to find a pick, we have
Yeah.
to find something. We're too far behind. We need
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Diego is a crazy champion, yo.
time to get back into this game.
What kind of
It is T1 not allowing them that window. As T1 once again look for a pick.
It's actually over. If you're a good Diego, it's actually easy.
Might be to close the game out. T1 came into the series. They had only won one game slower than 30 minutes. They were stomping hard and fast. And now 24 minutes in, just about closing the loop here, trying to find the backline access. Kanavi cannot get in. Gragas only sends them back out. JDG, a brief respite.
Oh my goodness. There goes Tyler.
Yumayushi secures the kill, but it was still the doing of the mid laner, the greatest of all
Yo,
time.
go.
10 years in his career. 5
Yo,
years
go.
since Ruler kicked him out in the finals. And tomorrow we may see
Yo,
him
go.
rematch that man for his 4th title. The Nexus turrets fall. T1.
This is first year.
5 years and a team full.
Do we have to wait until next week for the final?
Scouted talent.
Oh, that's stupid. Very good, GG. Look at this guy, bro. Dude, in the finals again, bro. Look at 369, bro. This guy is like, I wish I chose a better username.
T1 team as well.
This guy's looking like that was a bad username, bro.
Towards the finals. Every member performing. Every member stepping up.
The expectations coming into this series.
Yo, the way they handshake is so cringe.
369 versus Zeus. But it really all became about the bot lane 2 versus 2. Gumayushi in these fights and carry alongside him continue to dominate. An unbelievable performance from T1. This team fell short in the finals of LCK Summer, and there were question marks around them. But here at the World Championship, they have done nothing but gain momentum, improve, and dominate on the world stage.
You can't
It's like nice. They're nice and true.
Faker dodging skill shots, not even blowing his flash with relentless pressure sent towards the mid lane. And if you send pressure there, guess what? Guma and Carrier know you're alone in a 2v2, and they like those odds. Smash themselves. Absolutely insane stuff from the team. Series long.
I know, it's
Props
tough.
to JDG, a valiant effort here, but they were
I
simply
know, it's
outmatched.
tough.
Beautifully done here by
That's
T1.
tough.
Another world semifinal for 369. Kanavi back from quarters from last year. Yagao back from quarters, sorry, from a couple of years ago. Back when they were still on JDG. The new faces coming
Yeah,
in.
bro. We'll go eat some dinner or we'll go knock
For the team, but it does end
bro.
in the hands of Faker
Yeah, bro. Easy.
and the rest of his young gun teammates. Everyone on that team, 19, 20 years
Alright, guys,
old.
you just saw, bro. We're gonna be
And
back here. We're gonna
I
try
think
to
you
be
said
back
earlier,
here.
the new
next week,
generation
man.
of talent, the new generation
We
of
gotta see- we
legends.
gotta
You
see
have
how
Faker,
Faker,
a
wins the
10-year-long
finals,
career
man.
with 3 trophies to his
Y'all wanna
name.
see that? Yo,
Looking for
make sure
number
to
4 now
hop
with
on
head
there,
coach
Discrd.
Bengi. Said he did it
Be
alongside,
there for the next
but a
stream.
bunch of
Hopefully,
players,
I'll be able to
3 of
available.
them scouted by
Yeah,
T1
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah,
Carry a
we're repping
grab just a
T1
year after his
fighting,
rookie
man.
year,
Let's go.
and they're here to dominate again.
It's just, it's crazy to see the trajectory and investment from T1
yeah,
after
if you haven't
what they
joined
had
our
was a super
Discord,
team back in
check one of our
2019 that
Discords.
couldn't quite.
What do you call it? The link should be on one of our videos. If you want to donate, it should be there too. Yeah, everything should be there. Shout out to everybody who showed up in the stream. Thank you everybody. But yeah, we're gonna end the stream. Maybe we're gonna play League later. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna get some dinner. Peace out, guys.